You know what to say.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the podcast. Today, we are talking about the MCU. For those of you who don't know that, that is the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Intro.
RenderForce.com.
And we're back. So today we're talking about the MCU after the final installment of Endgame.
Yep.
I had some problems with the movie. I liked the movie, don't get me wrong. I had some problems with it.
It was pretty good. But,
And today we're going to go over kind of our problems and what we see is coming in the future.
also, how wrong were we? We actually released a video right after Ant-Man and Wasp were released about our theories, about how the Time Stone was probably cursed and all these things.
It was all wrong.
We were so wrong.
So wrong.
You know, some people complain and they're like, there's sloppy writing on in Endgame. There's been a lot of complaints about sloppy writing in Endgame. But Tanner, why don't you take it away, get us started like you are so good at. Paint us a Birmingham and get it started for us.
So, to begin with, one of the first things that I kind of didn't like about the movie,
Starting off with a didn't like, okay?
which I completely understand, but is how quickly they killed off the villain.
Oh, Thanos. By the way, spoiler alert for anybody who
You ain't
hasn't
seen it by now.
If you ain't seen Endgame, by the time this is released, it might be on...
Yeah.
I know, as of this is being filmed, Captain Marvel's about to be released on DVD.
Yeah.
So it's about to be released. So Endgame is it's been out there for a while.
Yeah.
Well, they've already lifted the bail, so we can say we want to. So
Yeah.
warning: if you're wanting to watch them, there's going to be spoilers in this. So you can stop the video, go on to our next video. But for now, you've been warned.
Yep.
Take it away, Tanner. What happened?
So, very, very early in the movie, they find Thanos and they chop his head off. That's very, very
After he
quickly.
destroyed the stones, am I right?
Yeah, so he destroys
destroyed the stones.
He
It
destroys
nearly
the stones.
killed me.
They find him. I didn't expect them to kill him off that fast, and also there was no fight there.
I will say one thing I liked about that though is Thor cut his head off, and they were like, "Thor," and he's like, "I went for the head."
Yeah,
I like that
because he was
That was
regretting
good.
not going for that. He felt guilty, like he was. It was his fault for the.
We'll
snap.
come back to Thor though,
Yeah,
won't we?
yeah, oh yeah.
We'll come back to Thor.
Another problem I had with Thor. But yeah, how quickly they kill off Thanos, and then the whole thing is just going back in time to fight a different
How did
Thanos.
you feel about the time travel? All the directions that movie could have gone, they went with time
They
travel.
went with time travel. I mean, it's not a big complaint because I figured that's the direction they were going to go with the Time Stone, but they just took it a different route. But opening this door up.
with the Pym particles.
Pym particles?
Pym particles?
Yeah. Opening this
Pringle
door
cake?
up like this sets it up to like, they can go back and change anything now.
See, that's one of the main things I was going to talk about. With this door being open, why did anything ever happen? Why?
Exactly.
They can go back and change anything. They can do anything. But now that the technology's out there, other villains can get a hold of this.
Yep.
And they can find out about it. Like, let's say, for example, let's take, we might get a hold of this. Let's say a villain in New York finds out about Pym particles, and he's like, oh, I figured out a way to replicate them. Because remember, that scientist on Thanos' ship replicated them like that, so it can't be that hard to replicate.
Yeah.
And if it is, well, who was a genius scientist? Well, whatever. So is this guy. So he goes back in time. Imagine, let's say it was me and you, we're the villains.
Right.
Me and you go back in time. What if we told the Dark Elves, what if we told Hydra, and what if we told Thanos that if they all come at the exact same time, we can promise them the universe.
Yeah.
And come back before Captain Marvel even got her powers.
Yeah.
Bring them back to bring Thanos. Well, the first problem is they're all going to fight with each other.
Right.
But they can. Okay, fine. Take out the heroes, and you can fight it out. What's going to stop that from ever happening?
Nothing.
The Avengers go back farther than us.
That would have to be like.
It's just a series of. It can just wind up becoming a series of people just going back. We just
So-
gotta one up each other.
Kind of not happy with the direction that it went, but I understand.
But
And
are you
that-
surprised? It's coming from. Look at what it's in the comic books.
Right,
It's a comic book world.
Right, but also like doing it that way and putting that spin on it explains why they killed the original Thanos off so soon. So that way they could dedicate everything. I enjoyed the movie.
Would you not have done that, though?
I really liked the movie.
If you were one of the heroes and you showed up and Thanos is like, stones are gone. I killed the stones with the stones.
Yeah, I'd probably kill him.
What's the point of keeping him alive? He got to pay for something, doesn't he?
Yeah, true.
I'm just going to let him enjoy his little potato farm there for the rest of his life?
Hell no.
Exactly.
But another thing...
You're going to Thor that MF is what you're going to do.
Yep. I wasn't happy with the fat Thor. I feel like that was really annoying.
That was uncalled for.
Yep, I did not like that.
There was no need for that. But they shouldn't have made Thor fat. They should have done is have him go back to his village and leave him like a brooding, not brooding, what do you call it, where he's like, he's a leader, because he was the leader of the Asgardians there.
Yeah, he's the king now.
Was the king. But they should have had him as a leader, still in shape, but should have had him almost kind of like Thanos. Like
mad, angry,
angry, and he's not
depressed
like fat and depressed and everything. That was stupid. They should have had him where he was like a mournful ruler that wants to save and protect every single person in that village. He's like, these people are everything to me. I will do anything.
Yeah, because now he doesn't really give a fuck. Like,
he ran off with the Guardians.
Yeah.
He don't care.
Yeah, well,
he gave Valkyrie the throne and was like, I'm gonna fucking travel the universe.
Yeah, so now
it doesn't seem like Thor that much. Maybe it is. Maybe
now he's gonna be in Guardians of the Galaxy, and I think they did that because of at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy, remember, they're like Adam
Warlock.
They have Adam Warlock.
They never used him.
Yeah, I kind of feel like...
Which I think we guessed that he was going to show up in Endgame, and he didn't.
Yeah, I kind of feel like that's kind of why the Guardians need Thor right now. Okay.
Thor, did he take Stormbreaker with him?
He did.
Thor with Stormbreaker could... If he came into Adam Warlock, I'm not going to say he's going to whoop up on him, but he's going to put up a fight, though. Yeah. And I think, he's the most powerful Guardian right now. He's sailing through the ship... Fat still. Hopefully, I hope they'll get him to lose his weight.
I think
they fat will. Thor the rest of his life. Even though how'd you like that beard when he stood up there and grabbed both Mjolnir and Stormbreaker, and like my brother loved that the beard was braided. Yeah. Oh my God, my brother was like, well, I know what I'm growing.
Yeah.
Know what I'm growing.
Something that was. I'm gonna jump ahead here. At the end, Captain America goes back in time. Right. He takes Mjolnir with him. But there at the end, he doesn't have Mjolnir. He just has the shield.
A lot of people say that he probably left Mjolnir where Thor took Mjolnir, so it doesn't interrupt the timeline any. Because there was a Thor walking around using Mjolnir like not long after Thor took it. So Captain America probably went back in that time and then left Mjolnir. Back. Yeah,
could be.
But there's other things that people complain about that I've read and heard about, especially my brother.
If that's the case,
my brother went on a 30-minute rant. Like, so you're telling me he went back with the ether and injected it into that woman? He went.
I mean, yeah, I guess so. But even with that means that Mjolnir is destroyed again.
Will be destroyed when Helen. That's her name, right? Helen. Yeah. When she comes back, it'll be redestroyed.
Yeah. So Mjolnir is no longer in this universe.
Yep, still gone because he put it back in time. He tried to fix everything, but there's one major problem. And my brother went on a 30-minute. Tyler, when you're watching this, I'm talking to you right here, brother. You went off on like a 30-minute rant about this. I'm bringing it up. You're telling me that Captain America went back in time, lived it all over again with Peggy, and never intervened on anything?
He couldn't change it.
He didn't do anything with like the JFK assassination. What about all these things that she did? Remember, she had her own show, Agent Carter. All those times she was in danger. No,
he couldn't.
All those things. Well, Steve, my life is in danger. No, I can't do anything.
He knew that she would be okay.
Do you really think that Captain America's ass is the kind of guy that's just going to sit on the couch and be like, I know that's going to happen, it's fine. I ain't worried about it.
Here's a question.
I ain't worried about it.
Here's a question.
It works out.
Him going back and spending his life with her, does that nullify Agent Carter TV show and her going through all that shit? Because she wouldn't have went through it in the first place if she was staying at home with him.
She would have retired.
Yeah. So that makes that timeline irrelevant?
Tanner opened a door that I didn't think about.
Hey guys, you're watching Witty Banter, and we've got some advertising opportunities coming up very soon on the podcast. If you want to advertise your business, company, anything you've got going on, if you want to advertise it and get it out there, we are more than happy to put a plug for you onto the podcast. It'll go out there. If you're interested, please email us at the email below, and we'd love to set it up. He went back. That means that the whole time that he was living, right, through that whole time, since he went back and he stayed, there was 2 Captain Americas through that timeline.
One was just sitting on a couch doing nothing.
Hanging out with Peggy, and the other was out there kicking ass with the Avengers.
Just doing all the other.
And he just lived his life out and stayed out of the spotlight and just lived with Peggy. There was 2 Captain Americas the whole time.
How did you feel about his use of knowledge of the future when he was talking to his old self? Bucky's alive.
Yeah,
Hydra.
I thought that was so good. Like,
you thought that was clever?
I thought it was good. Yeah,
I thought my brother didn't like the Hell Hydra thing, but then I was like, first off, there was a comic book reference of it.
Yeah, he got what he wanted out of it. Like,
yeah, that's the thing. He knew how he
knew how to play the game.
But Captain America's always been the kind of guy that he don't care what the. Well, they said in the beginning, no matter the cost, no matter what people think about you, no matter what. We've got to do this. Yep. So he was like, screw it, they think I'm part of Hydra. As long as I get what I need, I'm good. Yep. So it was clever in my mind. I thought that was really clever.
I thought so too.
What was your reaction when Captain America did get Mjolnir?
And
does that mean he could have lifted all along? Does that mean when they were at the apartment it moved?
No.
Like Captain could have picked it up and he was like, I'm not going to.
Because...
that was a debate online. Everybody was like, Captain could have picked it up from the beginning, but he didn't want to show up Thor.
No. He couldn't pick it up because he still had he wasn't worthy yet because he still had those negative feelings for Bucky. He had those bad feelings and the what's the word I'm looking for? Like almost depression kind of
So when
Bucky,
when he came to terms with Bucky, you believe
he became worthy. Yeah, and that was the thing with Thor. Thor was freaking out so bad. He was so depressed because he felt like he wasn't worthy. And whenever he gets the hammer back, he's like, I'm still worthy.
It changed him.
It changed him completely from that point on throughout the rest of the movie.
Of course,
he wasn't the same.
Seeing his mom, I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
What I thought one of the coolest part for me was the Sorcerer Supreme fight. It's interesting though they were fighting in New York.
Okay.
Just behind the scenes, and she punched Hulk. And Tanner has his own theory on it. I'll let him share it. But I thought when she did that, there should have been 2 spirits that split out. One should have been the spirit of the Hulk, which would have immediately tried to like grab her and couldn't, and grab Banner. And well, no, they could touch each other. Remember because Doctor Strange in his movie, they can fight in the spiritual plane. That's what should have happened. It's like Bruce should have been thrown, and Hulk should have started bashing everything. So it should, instead of it just being like Banner coming out of Hulk, it should have been the spirit of Hulk and the spirit of Banner coming out.
So I completely agree.
You feel different about it.
Or they should have, when Bruce left.
When she did that, the body should have just went full rage mode.
Yes, it should have been 100%
Banner and Hulk have been split.
The way that they did that was Hulk and Banner are no longer split. That's how they did it. That's how come it was only one coming out.
Oh, because they come to terms.
They came together, sense. So now they're essentially one spirit, and it's this green Hulk Banner.
I'll swallow what you feed me.
Yeah. I did not like this video.
We've been going on for like 13 minutes of what we don't like.
This video is literally. I'm gonna go ahead and say I did like the movie.
The movie
a lot.
was good overall.
The movie was really good.
The movie was good overall. For another video for another day, me and my brother actually sit down and discuss the way we thought the movie should go, and I will talk about that with Tanner in another video for time purposes.
Something else I didn't like.
We need to wrap up what we didn't
like.
Right,
yeah.
Wrap it up.
Okay, so I'm going to run through them very quickly. One, I hated how Ant-Man got out of the time machine.
Oh, the little rat.
By luck, a little rat stepped on it. That pissed me off. But I had a buddy say that's kind of the clever jokingness of like that is how Ant-Man would get out of it, and I'm like
I can kind of see
that.
Yeah.
Two,
I love that. Ant-Man's one of my favorites, by the way.
Yeah. I hate how the snap, everything shut down. Nothing in life is moving forward.
Oh yeah,
but then there's brand new fucking cars. The car industry didn't stop going forward, but like everything else was stopped. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, my brother brought that up when Peter Parker, after the snap, he went back to school. Everyone in his grade was in the exact same grade.
Well,
nobody went to school for 5 years, and nobody aged for 5 years.
Here's the way that I was looking at it is, in that situation, I feel like some people in his class did. But Peter Parker, his best friend, Mary Jane, they all disappeared in the snap. So when they came back, they're the exact same they were. All the other kids, they would be higher up. But the main core Spider-Man people, they're all, they went in the snap.
Okay, I've got 60 seconds. I'm going to throw this down. Me and my brother, I want to share that for a different time, but we thought there's some things they should, okay, we're not going to say what we rewrote Endgame, and I'll talk to you about that later.
Nice.
But the part that we thought that what they should have done, they should have played more about what was going on afterwards. Like with Black Panther gone, his sister would have been queen.
Yeah, how is Wakanda?
It should have showed that. How was she ruling? How were people getting by? It just completely left it.
I believe
it left it out of.
I believe that movie should have been split into 2 movies.
Yes.
They would have made so much more money.
Everybody
like both of them 3 hours long. I'd sit through it.
Yeah. 6 hours of film, no problem.
Yeah.
No problem.
And just split it into 2
Shut up,
movies.
take my money.
Yeah.
Split
it into 2 movies.
Shut up, take my money.
They could have put a lot more into the movie, and I think it would have been better.
Okay, but we are at 15 minutes, so we're halfway done. So we need to discuss. First off, how we were extremely wrong. We covered that before, but we were so off the mark.
We were.
But I'll talk about that more when I talk about how me and my brother rewrote it. What do you think's coming next?
Okay,
so the next movie is Spider-Man: Homecoming, which has Mysterio, who says he is from a different dimension.
Yes.
So my question to Tanner is: do you think that with the snap, that caused the different dimensions, or was it the time travel thing that caused different dimensions?
I don't know.
Or were they always there?
I don't know. Okay, so
you got to say something.
I feel like I want to say that they were always there because Mysterio is a big comic book character, so I feel like they were already there. But they
got Wolverine to kill the MCU,
right? They could have. It could have been created with the cosmic power of him doing the snap.
The MCU, just the Marvel Universe.
I feel like if that happened, it was at the snap that destroyed the stones.
You think that?
I think the destruction of the stones might have caused
that blew
the
my
alternate.
mind. That was huge.
Universes.
He destroyed the stones with the stones. When me and my brother wrote it, we said that wasn't possible because think about it. The stones, these all-powerful things, they're destroyed now. So it means Doctor Strange didn't have a time stone anymore. We'll talk about that. We'll do another video later. We'll talk about it. But
so 100% we're getting the Spider-Man movie, and it's going to have Mysterio.
Mm-hmm.
We're definitely getting another Guardians of the Galaxy, and I have a feeling like Adam Warlock is going to be in that one.
I think you're right. I think Adam's
with
gonna make an
Thor,
appearance.
I could see them making another Thor movie.
I don't know. I think they're going with a trilogy thing. You get 3. Nobody gets more than 3. That's why they're going to do a third Guardians of the Galaxy, and I feel like that'll be the last one. They'll reuse the characters, but there's not going to be a Guardians of the Galaxy movie. I think they're doing trilogies with each group. Well, unless they treat the Guardians like the Avengers, and there could be several of them. But I think each individual group, maybe it might apply to the Guardians that they're just going to get a trilogy, and once the trilogy's done, then it branches off.
Oh, there is a rumor out that we are getting a TV show with Bucky and Falcon.
That's true.
And Falcon's going to be Captain America, and Bucky is the Winter Soldier.
How did you feel about that decision?
I actually like that idea. I don't like that Bucky got the shield or whatever.
Bucky did get the shield.
Not Bucky. Falcon got the shield, and even at the end, I was like, no. Which in the comic books, Falcon was
Captain America, and another one, Falcon did
get
the shield.
So I thought at the end of the movie, he was like, it doesn't feel like it's mine. I was like, give it to Bucky!
This my only argument with that is, who in the hell is Bucky's? Falcon had an established identity. I am Falcon. I am an Avenger. Bucky's gonna come out and say, "Oh, he was Falcon. Now he's Captain America. That's great." Who are you again? I was a Hydra assassin that killed a bunch of people.
The Winter Soldier.
I don't want a new identity. I'm just going to run around with Captain America now.
Right.
Ex-Hydra assassin with some mental problems. My brother did bring up it was good that Falcon did become it because Bucky still has mental problems.
Yeah.
The last thing you need is, Captain America, and somebody goes, "Rabbit's foot," and he goes, "Das Vidanya." And then Captain America runs in the distance speaking Russian. So my brother made an argument against that. It's like, you can't really pick Bucky because it's still not all, there's still some code words that can be floating around in there.
I could definitely see coming in the future, them like bringing the X-Men into things.
See, a lot of people think that now that we're establishing that there are multiple dimensions parallel to each other, that leads to the possibility that the X-Men have always existed and the Fantastic Four have always existed, but now they're going to be able to cross into each other.
And they'll be able
which
to
is
merge.
which is the reason why in the Battle of New York the X-Men never showed up and did anything,
Right.
or the Fantastic Four, they never showed up. The argument I've heard is because there's parallel dimensions and now they're going to cross. But what I'm really excited about and what I want, I'm going to call it out here, I want more than anything is I want a damn Doctor Doom. Doctor Doom is incredibly powerful.
Yes.
He has all the, I've said it in the past video. Tanner, you can edit when I said it in here if you want to. I will say it again. Doctor Doom has the potential to be a Avengers level villain.
Yeah.
He, in some ways, not with the stones, but without the stones, he could rival Thanos.
Yeah.
Because he has the island, he has the country, he has the, not
Yeah.
the island, but he has the country, he has the army, he has the Doombots, and he is incredibly powerful. He has magic and science on this. He's like Iron Man and Doctor Strange combined, but evil.
You're really looking at fighting the Fantastic Four.
That's, to me, he could become more than that. Yes, when he's like starting out, yeah, he's a good villain for the Fantastic Four. But when he gets like really hones his powers and stuff, he's an Avenger level villain. And I'm telling you, I've said it once, I'll say it again. That they should go that direction.
Do you think that there's going to be another Avengers movie?
Yes,
You think so?
I think so.
I don't think so.
I think there will be another Avengers. Yes, I do.
I don't think so.
I think there will be another Avengers movie. I feel like it's going to go. There will be another threat, but it will be new Avengers. I don't think Thor would be a part of it. Obviously, Cap ain't a part of it. Obviously, Tony Stark ain't going to be there anytime soon. I think the original Black Widow, obviously not there. I think Hawkeye will be the only one out of the original who will. I think he'll kind of become the leader, in my opinion. What I'd actually like to see is him not only become the leader of the Avengers, but eventually I'd like to see Hawkeye become the. I'd like him to see him rebrand Shield.
Yeah.
And become the director of Shield.
Yeah.
And the leader of the Avengers, which I'm pretty sure in the comic books, ain't that what Captain America did when he gave away his shield in the comics?
Yeah.
He kind of took over Shield and the Avengers and was like, well, then that goes the whole Illuminati thing in time. But you got to bring in the Submariner to have the Illuminati. Yeah. And if you remember the comics, the Submariner, his country was at war with Wakanda.
Uh-huh.
So that would be good for another Black Panther movie, and it would introduce that character.
Yeah.
But of course, if you bring in the Illuminati thing, you also have to have the X-Men with Professor Xavier and the Fantastic Four with Reed Richards.
Yeah. Which now that they have,
we're getting way out there, by the way.
well, now that they have these alternate realities, they can do that. They can
do
bring
anything
everything
they
together.
want to do. They can bring anything. It can literally be as simple. And I'm also interested now they know there's multiple realities. Well, how's that going to affect Doctor Strange and his group? Because their job is to protect this world.
Yep.
I wonder if he's going to be like, but what else is out there?
Yeah.
And I wonder if he's going to try to, which I'm expecting another Doctor Strange. But did they already confirm it or not?
I think we are getting another Doctor Strange.
Another Doctor Strange. No, we got a Spider-Man coming. Doctor Strange is coming.
Do you
there's supposed to be a Widow movie. Movie about Black Widow.
Well, that is also going back in time and showing how she becomes Black Widow.
Which is, I think, going to be a very good story.
Yeah, yeah.
It's gonna be very
do
good.
you think there's going to be another Captain Marvel movie?
I believe so. No, I don't believe there'll be another Captain Marvel, but I do believe there'll be a Nova Force movie.
That's what I was going to say.
There won't be
Yep.
her movie. It's just that's all it's going to be for just her, but she will play a part in the Nova Force,
Yep.
and I believe there'll be a Nova Force movie. I believe eventually they're going to bring. I'm not sure the next villain, but eventually I believe Galactus will come.
I think
and
they
gonna be
have
the,
to.
And it's going to be the Nova Force that's
Yeah.
going to be the first. I think it's going to be the Guardians and the Nova Force that would go against Galactus first, and then they're going to get their butts kicked, not killed, but their butts kicked, and then they're going to retreat to Earth, and then that's going to form. That could be where they're going, and that could reform the Avengers.
It could.
Got something to avenge.
Yeah.
Maybe, but there's a lot. Then you have to have the Silver Surfer, and that's tied in with the Fantastic. It's a long shot.
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to be the next big guy that makes the Avengers reform, but it's definitely up there. But what I'm excited for is the possibility that going between the different dimensions, I hope would be Doctor Strange, because he can do that. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
He's going to learn how to do that, and what I would love to see when the Avengers get together again against this big super bad guy, perhaps Doctor Doom. Maybe the Fantastic Four world, he gets more powerful, he gets super powerful, and they're like, maybe Reed Richards makes contact and is like, look, we're screwed here.
Yeah.
So you could have that. What I would love to see if they did that is to not only have the Fantastic Four enter at the same time, in the beginning of the movie, but then bring the X-Men. How I know it can't be Hugh Jackman, but how would you love if it was Wolverine? The first X-Men, the first one you see that jumps through the portal to join the fight was Wolverine.
That would be awesome.
Played by someone else.
They are looking for a new person to play Wolverine.
So, I'm not going to say who. Somebody told me it should be Ryan Reynolds. He should play Wolverine in the MCU.
That would be awesome.
That he plays Deadpool in his own world,
Yeah.
but then in the MCU, he should be. Because think about it, who else would you accept?
Yeah.
You would accept Ryan, though, wouldn't
Yeah.
you? You would accept
Well,
Ryan.
okay, talking about Ryan, I feel like, okay, so they went ahead all
5-minute countdown.
Yeah, they went ahead in all the movies that they had, in the works. R.I.P. Stanley. They went ahead and shot a bunch of videos for movies they had upcoming, so he could still be in them.
Really, I thought that was the last one. It was his appearance in Endgame.
No, they actually.
Are you sure?
They went ahead and shot some ahead, the ones that they were working on. I think that they should, once they're out of those, I think that they should have Deadpool do cameos.
That would be cool.
In each one.
In the first one, he should dress up like Stan
He should
Lee.
dress up like Stan Lee and him do the cameo.
I agree, that Deadpool cameos, if they don't want to bring him in, eventually they should bring him into the world.
They should.
Because they own the rights to him, and they're going to make more X-Force movies.
Yep.
And you've got this different reality thing. All it's got to be is the X-Force is in this alternate reality.
Yep.
You can do it. They have the groundworks for it. Which in one way, the whole different dimension thing and time travel thing in a way is good, because now it does give the opportunity for like Deadpool and all these others to enter in.
But now, just imagine if like something bad was happening and it like shows Deadpool there and he's like, huh, not my problem, and teleports out.
Yes,
like,
that'd be hilarious.
it would be so perfect.
How does Deadpool
I
teleport
know.
with the Infinity Stone? There are no,
I know.
unless he comes from a different reality where he has the Infinity Stone.
Right. Which, if that's the case,
that would be hilarious.
Like,
I'm just making random.
if,
Not my problem.
yeah, and
would
then
be funny.
but okay, so now
But that's not Wade though. Wade wants to be a hero.
Right.
He would see the problem and be like, all right, I gotta do something.
Right.
Because that's not that the character of Wade Wilson. That's his whole thing is. Deep down, he wants to be a hero.
Yeah.
He wants people to like him. He wants to be like Spider-Man and Captain America. He's
always takes a crazy alternative route.
Yeah, but he's not really cut for that.
Yeah.
The language.
He's the anti.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he wants that spotlight.
Yeah.
So I feel like you can't. If he was making cameos, it'd be out of his character not to do something.
Yeah.
Unless he understood. What about the Watcher? It showed him.
The
Watchers are all over the place.
Yeah, it has showed them. I loved the scene where Stan Lee is talking to the Watchers. I thought that was so awesome.
That was
I would love to see a movie where like it has a narrator and the narrator is the Watcher. I feel like that would be a really cool movie.
Well,
if they made one like with the Watchers and then like Howard the Duck, if they remade Howard the Duck,
he was in Endgame.
Well, I've heard, but I haven't seen it.
If you look, okay, go. We don't have time to get into
I heard that he's in the background fighting.
He is fighting. It zooms in, it shows him. Howard the Duck was one of the guys who did come out. Howard the Duck isn't the thing, but it's hinted at Howard the Duck before in other
he's been in the background of places.
So, but they say he was fighting there. But thinking there were so many people fighting there, do you really think they knew, like on a personal first name basis, of everyone who was fighting in that battle? Which also, I didn't know there were still sorcerers. I thought Doctor Strange was and his friend that I can't remember the Asian dude's name. What's his name?
Oh, I always forget his name.
If I wasn't on camera, I'd remember.
Yeah.
But I thought those were the only two ones. I know in New York those were the only two. But I guess it was the other.
Yeah.
The big fight and all the people dying happened in New York, but it
Yeah.
didn't happen at the other ones.
Yeah.
Well, I answered my own question.
Yeah.
We are at 28. You want to call it?
Yeah, let's call it.
All right.
All right, guys. That's kind of our breakdown of Endgame. How we were wrong. What we think is coming in the future.
Let us know if you enjoy these. We know that this isn't exactly everybody's cup of tea, but if you're nerds like we are, especially Tanner with his Deadpool cup, we care about these things and we are very much interested. So we just want to share our thoughts and opinion. It's our podcast, you know. We want to talk about it, we'll talk about it.
That's right. Thanks for coming along, guys.
Thank y'all.
Be sure to do all that YouTube stuff. Check out Anchor and give us a like and a rating on there. And check out our Facebook page. Drop down in the comments and
share your opinion. We want to hear from you.
Yes, tell us what you think is coming in the future of the MCU.
Thank y'all.
Thanks, guys.